Explanations of the Book of Abraham's Facsimiles by Travis Wayne Goodsell. Explanation of the Book of Abraham's Facsimile number 1. Facsimile number 1 is a common Egyptian scene about preparing the deceased for the afterlife. Figure 1. This bird would actually have been a human-headed bird and would represent what the Egyptians call the Ba, and is a representation of the physical form of a god that has the ability to fly or appear to fly. Joseph Smith's Angel of the Lord is right on target. Figure 2 is typically the representation of the deceased. The person is wrapped like a mummy, but this person is in the position of prayer or supplication. Gardner's sign listing for this figure is A30. This person is being mummified alive. Figure 3 is commonly portrayed as the god Anubis, who prepares the deceased for the afterlife. The body would be mummified by a priest representing Anubis wearing priestly robes over the right shoulder. After a prod is shoved up the nose to scramble the brain, making it easier to pull out, and a knife would be used to cut open the chest so that the 4 internal organs, the stomach, intestines, liver, and lungs, can be removed. Joseph Smith's Elkanah would be the high priest of the village Abraham was visiting. Figure 4 is an altar or table used to mummify the deceased for the afterlife by illustration of the tail pointing upwards. Figure 5 is a canoptic jar protected by the goddess Serket and is representation of the son of Horus named Kebeh-Senuef, the falcon-headed god of the west, and contains the intestines. Elkanah would be the high priest in the west. Figure 6 is a canoptic jar protected by the goddess Neith, and is a representation of the son of Horus named Duamutef, the jackal-headed god of the east, and contains the stomach. Libnah would be the high priest in the east. Figure 7 is a canopic jar protected by the goddess Nephthys, and is a representation of the son of Horus named Hapi, the baboon-headed god of the north, and contains the lungs. Mamakra would be the high priest in the north. Figure 8 is a canopic jar protected by the goddess Isis, and is a representation of the son of Horus named Imseti, the human-headed god of the south, and contains the liver. Korash would be the high priest in the south. Figure 9 is a crocodile represented by the god Sobek, who represented the strength and power of the pharaoh. Figure 10 is the lotus plant of the Nile Delta. Abraham was therefore in a western village of the Delta region. Figure 11. In the Egyptian creation story, the god Shu props up Nut, the sky or heaven, to separate her from her brother and husband Geb, the earth or land. Pillars are a representation of Shu. Figure 12 is the waters of heaven being propped up. The Nile River doubles as the waters of the sky or heaven and the lower waters of earth. Raukiang is Josiah Sykes' manner of pronouncing the Hebrew word rakia that he taught to Joseph Smith in January of 1836. For a scribe to see this scene, he would interpolate a story whereby a scriptural character is attempted to be murdered while in northern Egypt by a corrupt priest and rescued by a representative of God, i.e. an angel. Abraham would be the first choice to fit this scenario.